Thank you.
She's gonna like try to hug or like shake hand, like she doesn't know how to thank them and bow out of this.
And then it sounds Rinna.
Ooh.
Rinna?
And it stands up a
Do
bit
I
straighter, and
recognize
then it
the
goes
voice?
and picks up the short sword, and it starts like, Rinna.
Oh no.
How long ago did you see them?
When?
Days, weeks.
And it goes out to talk to the other Kenkus and comes back in. Asan.
4 days.
4 days. Kevin nods a little bit.
Dang,
Rinna.
These birds are good.
I love this.
Do I recognize that voice? Okay.
Do any
it
of
wasn't
us
like one of the
recognize
guard
that voice?
people.
No.
How did she look? Was she injured?
Hurt?
I put up
Okay.
like a good symbol with my finger, like a thumb up, thumb middle, thumb down. And I make
Puts wing out.
according faces to it as well. I'm like, and then, didn't see her. She had a bag on her head. No.
It still counts.
And then it goes and like stashes the short sword again.
A soldier.
A soldier.
A-
Rinna. A soldier.
Many soldiers.
Many soldiers. The dungeon. Many soldiers.
The dungeon shape?
The dungeon shape.
Is
Square?
it square,
Circle?
round?
Hexagon?
Remember, draws them in the dirt as they say the words.
And taps on the square one and on the like the hexagon.
2 walls. 2 walls.
2 walls. Yes.
I'm not there. Is it
Are there tunnels
Are there tunnels
underground?
underground?
Yes, no?
Yes. No.
They don't know.
I don't know.
How did they get Rinna there?
Horses?
I think we're exhausting this poor
Carriage?
Kenku.
And he's very confused at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good wares.
Great
Have many
wares.
wares.
Many wares.
Great wares.
And then it like hops back out to the rest of them, and they all start like chattering together.
Leave you a 5-star review on Google.
Yeah. On
Did we get a
Yelp.
direction from them to the thing?
On purpose.
On Twitter.
That would have been a good question to ask now, wouldn't it?
Well, I felt like somebody had asked the direction.
It was at the very beginning when we were following them, and like we followed them to their house.
Before we leave, I'll go up to the one who seems the most intelligent. She says, way to the dungeon.
And it points back up the path that you came down.
Okay.
Nice.
Of course
They
you.
swindled us.
Thank you. And then they all start like cheering about the fish again, and they're like taking it off the spear.
Bye!
And you've got a couple that bye, just perfect mimicry.
I love
I
them.
love Genkas! We managed to do swamp shopping episode.
Swamp Shop.
yeah.
Who is
Oh,
going?
Jade would have loved that.
next?
She would have
I think
literally thrived in that.
Angerod or Tenzin?
You want to go first?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna go back.
That was very wholesome.
That was good. I thought for sure we would get robbed. Wait, I'm checking my pouch.
Okay, no, all of your stuff is there.
I
Nice.
wanted to sell us many wares.
They wanted fish or mushrooms.
Which
Gee,
you
I
can
wish
get
we had a
anywhere.
map.
I wish they had a map too.
Why is your voice getting higher?
All right, so you guys go ahead and you
Speak with many
make your way
inflections.
back up. You make your way back up this path, and you start heading again through the swamp. And here it starts getting a lot. It's a lot farther between dry spots, and you guys all are kind of now in the thick of it. And Angrod, roll perception.
Oh shit, dog.
Yeah.
Sarah, that was
I
a
rolled
great
perception,
encounter.
and I
I
got
love
very good bird
16.
friends.
Nice.
You see something cut through the water.
It's a snapjaw. Like
Okay.
a land shark.
It's those eels at the beginning
Did
of
I
Princess
see
Bride.
like colors, scales, anything like that?
We're in the fire
It was
storm.
very similar in color to everything around you, just that murky, funky green.
Size, or I have.
It's very large.
Just so that everyone knows, there's something in the water, so probably don't go for any swim anytime soon.
Maybe
I have to
mind
cancel
the
that
shore.
bath.
She's gonna draw her short sword just like.
I'm gonna keep a very close eye on the shore.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess
That
we'll
made me nervous.
progress really carefully.
How far away was it?
It's close. Like, it
Oh.
was within probably 10 feet.
For a meal.
Yeah. Well, when you said that, Tim's just gonna ready his crossbow.
Okay.
Can I have a cookie?
Which one? What's your
Both.
perception
One
again? Your passive perception?
14.
Okay. So, Angrod, you... Are you wearing, like, slacks or, like, pants? Did you do that, like, you guys mentioned a, like, modified dress kind of thing?
I think she would have worn like her travel dress that she usually wears, so it has like the kind of utilitarian corset and the skirt, but she would have taken the skirt and kind of tied it up
Okay.
as best as she could, so that it's not like a modified dress, like it's not cut or anything, but it's definitely more like functional than other ones that she might have worn before.
Okay. Go ahead and where are you on the battle mat right now?
Are
Like,
we
where-
on this map?
Yeah, you're on the swamp side. The other side is the bog side.
So we probably would have been. I probably would have been like closer up here to be able to see it.
Okay. So you are trying to keep an eye on everything around you, and you hear a hiss right as something lunges out of the water.
Snapjaw.
And go ahead and roll a dex save.
Oh.
Thank you, Clyde.
What'd you get?
Okay.
That's a lizard.
That's a
That's a
Jeanette
circle.
song.
We were looking for freaking minis the other day, and Sarah was like, "If I can't find one, I'll just go get a lizard from outside." And I was like, "Catch me dead."
Your soul left your body, and you're like,
That's a 9.
It's a 9.
9. She just rolled like 8 dice, by the
I
way.
did not.
That's 12d12.
Angrod, this enormous, we're talking like 11 or 12 foot long alligator suddenly lunges forward and snaps around your leg and pulls, and you take
shit, dog.
9 points of damage.
Ooh.
And it starts pulling you back toward the water.
I would like to
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Nice.
23?
That is a natural 20.
Ooh,
Yeah.
15.
23.
Hold on, let me see here.
15 for initiative, and I have a +5.
Do you want to borrow my dice, people?
I just rolled an
15.
8.
You rolled an. Okay, wait. 15.
Not even
20.
flex tape could heal anger on.
Well, you had nat 20. You
Oh
had
my
23,
God, that's so dark.
not natural. What did Safine have?
15.
15? Alright, you had an 8.
Yeah.
You had an 8.
Freaking 8.
That's kind of good that I'm in the middle, though.
What did Remember have?
18.
Oh,
A miracle.
yes, good.
Remember.
Okay. Alright, so it is now Claudius's turn.
Let's go.
Alright, well, I'm going
By
to
the way,
aim my
like,
newly...
lightly, like just kind of.
And Hiss,
Yeah,
by the way,
I got
has
natural
fallen
20.
onto
Natural
the
20
swamp.
plus 3.
Okay.
I have natural 20 plus 5.
Take
The
the
boy
boy.
up.
25.
The boy up.
Boy.
Yeah, so I'm going to take my newly silenced pistol. And I'm going to do a violent shot at it, too, to try and deal some extra damage. So,
Go for it.
does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Nice.
If not,
If not, we're fucked.
I'm gonna run. Good
So
luck.
that's 1 plus 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's not that much damage.
You said 13?
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my movement to get up in the air.
Okay. Alright, it is now Lady Delia's turn.
Delia. Slice and dice.
Yeah, we're gonna go short bow at this point. 'Cause that looks. Mr. Snapjaw does not look very.
Keep in mind that Angerod is being, like, pulled toward the water.
Can it be
Can I
knocked
not shoot
prone?
at him since
Huh?
he's so big?
No, you can. You
Okay.
absolutely can, but I'm just letting you guys know what is happening to Angerod right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta save her.
I don't know that I would do any better getting closer.
That's
So that was an 18.
That
So I
hits.
assume that hits. Or a 7.
Okay. Alright.
Lays it down.
Alright. And this, where did it go? Okay. Why am I dropping every dice today?
You gotta be on the floor.
Sarah, can it be knocked
Mercury is
prone?
retrograde.
No, it cannot.
Okay.
Okay, so the alligator, crocodile beastie,
Snapjaw.
gives Angerod another thrash
Oof.
as it suddenly whirls to. Is that where Remember is right now?
Yeah.
It whirls to bite Remember.
Ooh.
Does it let me go?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool, tight. No, I'm still down. 100%.
Her clear shield did not protect her.
Can't do math. 14.
Hell no.
Okay. And it then whips its tail around.
Damn. Multi-attack.
16.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And it is now just like this guttural hiss, roar noise. I love alligator noises. But it does this like hiss, roar noise, and hiss is at this point like airborne. Okay? Remember, it's your turn.
You said his is flying.
Yeah, hiss
Okay.
is now flying.
Okay.
Okay, good boy.
Good boy. I am going to. You are no longer latched onto, so I'll just go ahead and stab at it.
Mhm.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Hell yeah. Oh shit, dog.
Oh shit. That's gonna be 12, 16 points of damage.
Yay.
16?
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
When I'm on. I do 2d8 plus 4 damage now.
2d8?
I love.
Jeez.
Sounds like.
It's a dinosaur. That's a dinosaur.
It sounds like when a large ship creaks too.
Okay. It is now Safine's turn.
Okay.
She just like watched it.
I don't know how this works, but can I like run up and help her up as my action?
Yes, you can.
But it's my action.
That will be your action, yeah. It's getting her to her feet.
But then she won't have to spend an action
Well,
stopping being prone.
Getting up is just half your
It's
movement.
half a movement.
That's not worth
Oh, so
burning
it's
your
not
action.
your
Yeah, don't
Okay,
worry about it.
so I'm gonna come over yonder so I don't hit, remember?
Oh, thank you.
Or I'm just gonna. I can't make her stand. Stand, dang you. Alright, well, it's fine. So anyway, she's gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Daniel, these are great.
It
by
has
the
to
way.
make a dex save of 15.
Okay.
I'm loving the gator noises.
17.
Damn it.
Yeah, so this thing, like, lunges just out of the way as this radiance kind of, like, scorches past it.
It's dexterous F.
Dinosaur.
Angerod, it's your turn.
Okay. Just scramble backwards away from it because I'm squishy and kind of like jump up, limping, and then I'm gonna throw magic missile at it.
Okay.
Just kind of reactively, like, oh my god, fuck you.
Hello.
So I have to remind myself about that. It hits instantaneously, all three at that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be 9. I want you to look at what I just did. That's
Wow.
wild.
Oh.
9 points of damage
Nice.
Nice.
to it. I rolled 3 2s on my 3d4.
Very good.
Nice.
That's wild.
Okay. It is now Temson's turn.
Alright.
You going up to it, I'm assuming?
No.
No, stand back.
Because I had my crossbow ready, So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Can I want to try and shoot it in the eyeball?
Go for it.
Ooh, very, very nice.
Strategic, I like it.
The jaws stick underneath. I'll find it later.
Nat 20.
Woo!
27.
Yeah.
Alright,
Come on.
yeah, that absolutely will hit in the eyeball.
Come on.
Nice.
Murder this bitch.
Double your
Okay.
damage.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. I really love rolling nat 20s.
Where's the? Here we go. I'm gonna borrow yours. 18 points of damage.
Shit!
That's all. That's
Very good,
That's
very
what
good.
She said double damage,
now.
right?
Yeah, you
double
roll
damage.
it and then you double it. So what did you roll for your damage?
I rolled 4 plus my modifier is 9.
Yes, and so then
it's
that's
18.
yeah, that's 18.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Some people do it differently.
Okay, I was about to say, like, I never.
Some of those house roll things, everybody does it differently.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
Yeah, it's still alive.
Okay.
It's got a crossbow stuck
Um,
in its eyeball.
Sarah, if I drop out of the sky and land on top of it, I'm then kind of on top of it, shooting down at it. Would I have advantage? Because if I like drop down onto his back.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like tuck my wings in.
If you can balance your mini on top of the alligator, you get advantage. It's like a
Okay, so
hard
I'm
no.
on top of it. All right. Does a 21 hit?
Yes. that
Okay,
does.
so that's gonna violent shot that one, and I'm gonna violent shot the next one too if it hits. Okay, not that one. 24.
24 points of damage?
No, 20. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay, great.
How many grip points does that spend?
That's my last one.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first one and the second one. Okay, so the first one is 9 plus 5, 14. The second one is, I rolled a 10 and an 8, so that's 18 plus 5, 23. So 23 plus 14 is 37.
Holy crap! Yeah.
37?
Yeah.
We have to set our expectations a lot lower, you guys.
Holy crap!
It's very, very damaged. It is not dead.
Fuck!
It's like,
You
you
said
don't get
six.
grip points back, do you? Unless you kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, it's still alive.
Well, I get them back
but-
from rests.
Yeah.
I don't have to kill something to
36.
get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like land on top of it, like put the gun down and just go.
And this beast is enormous, and its hide is this skin of this thing is very, very tough, and so you can feel it punch through, but it still is like now flailing.
Maybe
And
some XP
Delia,
for the
it's your
rest of
turn.
us.
Yeah, it is, baby. Wish I hadn't said that. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with my short. Are there people in the way aside from you? Like if I shot with my short bow because this thing's 12 feet long.
I mean, it's kind of clear shot for you.
Yeah, you'd be good.
Rad. That would be a 19 plus 3.
Lord Almighty, yeah, you hit.
I don't know what
Sarah's
it
like,
is,
shit,
man.
they're
You'll
doing better than I
die.
thought.
No, well, I mean, I'm glad it's a challenge rating of 5.
That would be a
Aw, Sean.
8 points of damage.
Yeah, that last hit just, it kind of utters this little hiss and then goes completely still on this bank as the water kind of stills again.
Shout out to Delia.
And you each get 600 points of experience.
With 0 spell slots used.
That's the kind of thing I
Oh wait, no, you said we have to divide 600 XP.
No, you each get 600.
Oh!
I'm trying to work on, like, doing it for you.
What are we guys? Are you guys at 49 something?
Yeah,
I'm at
4986.
I'm at 5316.
I'll tell you when my phone decides to
You're
work.
at 5316.
Wow.
We've all gotten the same amount though.
I started the night at 4 something. Did you add the experience from the?
The dire wolves.
I had the 120 from that encounter. I have not 4986. I don't know, we'll work it out later.
Yep. Alright. So the crocodile is dead.
Yay!
And Hiss kind of goes up and sniffs at it.
Yeah.
Is that a snap jaw?
Yep.
He
Can I
like sniffs
pull
at
the
it.
claws off of it?
Yeah, you can start. You can
Yeah, I was gonna
remove
say I want
the-
to take some stuff.
Yeah, I'm at 4,900 basically.
4 on the front and 4 on the rear, each foot. So
I'll just take one claw's worth, one claw of them.
okay.
I'll take one as well.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take some teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, get me one of the long ones. I want to wear it on a necklace.
How long does it take for us to do that?
I'll bring it back to the grandkids.
It takes you not too long.
What time of day is it? Is the sun going down?
It's getting closer to midday.
Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
Agreed.
Fabulous sun.
I'm gonna take 4 teeth. And then you said a claw was 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then is it possible to take some meat from the tail? I feel like that'd probably be the easiest place to
Mm-hmm.
get some meat from the tail. Alright.
Picking some Geiger jerky over there, Tamsin.
Yeah.
Sarah, just so we know, I also gain 1 back if I crit. If I get a 20.
Okay.
Which I didn't do. So.
You ever sleep weird on your neck and then it feels weird the next day for like the whole day? That's me. I slept with like 2 pillows, but there was like a weird wedge, and I was like, all night. But I didn't realize till I woke up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly, sleeping weird, like when you sleep weird neck-wise, that's the worst.
It's
Just
so
like out of
painful.
whack.
Sounds good. All right. So Temsin.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Could I retrieve my crossbow from his eye?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yes, I am gonna do the same with the 2 that I hit with.
Okay.
Alright, you need me to roll perception?
I'm gonna put them in the water.
No, you already rolled your thing.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Get the gator juice off.
Let me make sure I've got this
I'm
one
very
up.
delighted with my sweet, sweet bird adventure.
That soothed my soul.
It was
We needed that. We needed that.
sweet, sweet thing too. If we don't die, we're definitely hitting them up on the way out. Then we'll have like an Ewok celebration at the end of Empire
I want to
Strikes
bring
Back.
them. Like,
Guys, we should
a
wait
bunch
and
of
just
trinkets.
farm XP from these gators so we can get up to level 5
We gotta
today.
grind.
I wonder if they like
Genuine,
gator
I'm trying to
meat.
get to freaking level 5.
I wonder if they like
All right.
Snapjaw.
snapjaw.
Feel it.
I wonder
So-
if they like eating that.
You guys continue on your way.
Are
Yes.
there mushrooms abounding?
There are lots of different kinds of mushrooms.
How far was that? How far was the kangaroo place from where we are right now?
About a mile-ish. Like, you're getting close to the edge of the swamp.
I'm gonna go. Just in case they one of them's out there. There's a gator. If you want to eat it,
There's no reply.
it's fine. It's fine. I tried.
I can technically look for mushrooms.
We'll get to that.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll
Okay.
roll it.
So, if you want to forage from, like, any plants or anything edible or whatever, you're going to have to roll a survival check. Because
That's a
you
good
don't know swamp. None of you really know swamps. Like, you kind of know some tropical.
Ooh, I have
kinda
advantage on
swamp,
swamp
but not
perception.
really like
one. She said
this. You
survival
know,
check.
like
Oh.
basic stuff.
Yeah, I'll take a look. See.
I was say I have advantage on swamp perception.
I have a 19
I mean, if you're
in
flying and
survival.
trying to look at what's going on, maybe.
That's a 24.
Yeah, you can pretty, you can identify
I
what
am
you
more
find fairly
information.
well, thanks to like the herbology.
And I do so as well
Yeah, absolutely.
before we get
I
into
got a
my
19.
stuff.
You do find some stuff that's edible. So, Safine, you find some stuff that you can make a what's it called? Is it an herb kit where it's like poison cure, whatever it is?
Yeah.
So you find enough supplies to make one of those.
Can I make like a stew of
Delia,
mushroom?
you would absolutely find some edible, like enough to make a meal.
Okay.
I didn't
We're eating good tonight.
Tamsin explores the swamp, and like your boots keep kind of sticking, and like for everyone else, like they sink to like an ankle. You're like knee deep, and so you're like really having to slog through.
You get dysentery.
I see you're having luck finding edible mushrooms. Please find as many and keep them.
I
am
found
finding
dinner
none.
tonight.
That is why.
Okay. So you guys continue on, and you're getting closer and closer. Like the dry patches are getting a little more difficult. Tamsin, you kind of stumble through some reeds into the water, and just as you're about to start cursing about this like swamp and pond,
Tamsin
lake,
talks?
whatever you're in, you realize that you stumbled into the water and are standing on a plank of wood. What do you do?
I'm gonna like with my foot.
And you kind of make some splashes, and it like you bob a little bit.
Can I insight?
It would be investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah. Insight is like, is you lying?
Yeah.
Or no.
Or no?
You wanna bang?
I don't sense anything in the water around me, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You just see this.
How deep is it?
For you, it's probably about a foot deep here.
Okay.
So a third of you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna reach my arms down and start feeling.
And there's this plank of wood and another plank and you realize you're standing on a raft that someone has submerged and wedged into the mud.
Guys, I think I found something. I think.
What is it, dear?
And like you see Tamsin like bent over with his hands in the water. There's a raft, I think, here under the water. It's wedged so that it won't be visible.
I go over to help
And
him
then I
pull it
kind of
up.
like boom,
Sorry.
thing on it so they can hear
Yeah,
that
and
it's like
just
weird
you see
sounding.
him kind of like bobbing a little bit.
Let me try your little light for this. And she like puts a foot out and kind of does like tentative steps.
It's-
a couple out.
Yeah, and you can tell that this raft is probably a good 3 or 4 feet. Like it's just been wedged.
Can
I
you see the end of it?
find?
You can in the water, you can see where the end is, but it's been wedged into the bank.
Can I find where it's been wedged?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I strength to start pulling it out?
Go ahead.
Nice. Let's see.
Let's say.
11.
No, you kind of hear this as it is still just, it's in this mud.
I would love
Remember!
Alright.
15.
Is it it's not a save, right? It's
No, it's just a strength check.
Yeet
Oh
the
wait,
boat
yeah, that was
out
a low.
of
That's a
mud.
9 actually, my bad. I was actually going to say.
Oh no,
Oh, for real?
God.
Oh man.
Did my
Little
15
An
help?
11.
Your like foot slips when you try to get a good grip.
Yeah, it's like this thing is slick and gross, and the bank is not helping at all. And what did Delia get?
15?
Delia does
Yeah.
manage
Old
to
lady with her rainbow just
well, Delia is a yogi, so Delia has the balance that the other two lack a little bit.
She's
so
actually
she's
just
able
wedged her feet in the mud.
she's
That's
able
good.
to like wedge herself in enough that as they're pulling and yanking, they hear this as it comes free, and you just see this raft bobbing.
Alright, everyone aboard. Who's coming aboard?
I like. But like, is there anything interesting or weird, or it's just like
It was definitely purposely lodged into the
right?
bank.
But it's a good functioning, and it's just like a wooden. There's nothing, no
It's
storage or anything.
mm-mm.
Well, I think we've got a little bit of an easier way through.
Do we
now.
think it could hold all of us at once? Like, is it that big, or is it like
It's like maybe 3 by 4.
Do we know
so
where we
we're
are?
close together?
You're definitely closer to like bog end.
So my thoughts here is that should we try to set up a camp now before we go into the dungeon?
Well, we
The
just
bog
got through
is
the first ring, and then there's another one, and then a bog. And
Like
then
you've
there's dry, and then
you've
it's-
gone.
Oh, so there's dry land somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so
yeah.
it's
Oh, okay.
it's a couple miles of swamp,
Which was what we were just saying.
and then roughly 2 miles of the bog, and then it's a whole mile of dry.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
we still have quite a ways to go through the swamp.
You're
Oh, we're at the
you're
end.
just about at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going
So
into the bog layer.
the boat. Well, the bog's not really. The boat won't help us too much.
Well, a bog
It's
is
more water than swamp.
more
is it
water
more
than
water?
swamp. Yeah.
Oh. All right,
It's
then
more like
that's
a
useful.
mucky lake.
All right. Then that'll be really useful.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why it's here.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we want to try everyone getting on and see if it's floating still?
Well, how? I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he can fly, so he'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fine. But
Let's all get on.
the
Let's
five
see.
of us.
Let's weight test it.
Yep.
I'll go last.
So
Actually,
I mean, you should
how
probably
about you go first?
Okay.
And then we'll add on.
okay.
Tamsin will go last because
So-
he's probably the lightest.
So remember, you kind of like get on it. It definitely sinks a considerable amount, but it's still like floating.
Are there oars hidden somewhere?
I'm gonna
Well,
look
grab
for
some
like
branches.
branches.
Sticks.
Like
And I
stick
also have
branches.
scrap cloth and rope from
Yes.
the king cube.
Yeah, we can make stuff.
I'm just saying, I can use thaumaturgy to create a gust of wind.
Sailboat.
Sail our asses out.
Or
I'm
just
still bringing a
literally,
stick,
I could
though,
literally just put it
in
down at
case.
the base and propel ourselves.
That's true.
Is that
the
a
base.
cantrip?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we want to leave a consistent stream of magic though?
Nah, it's fine
It's
at this
fine.
point.
Alright, who's getting in the boat next? Let's all just get in the boat.
Yeah,
It's
Get
all
in the
one
boat.
by one. We'll slowly get everyone on.
We're
just to
balancing it like at each corner.
see. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's definitely a struggle, and it definitely sinks a considerable amount, but like it's not breaking apart or toppling. It's
we
not
see
meant
the other
for.
side?
It's not meant for like or five
You're flying,
people.
by the way.
Can
Lowly
we
next
see
to
the
our
other
boat.
side?
You can
It's like a
you
fox
can
and the chicken thing.
like you can definitely see that it gets like there's definitely less trees ahead. It's definitely a lot more open ahead.
Do I have a better
Um,
view because I'm flying?
Are you actively flying right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was told I was.
Okay.
Well, we couldn't fit everyone on the boat without a signal.
You are able to. How high are you going?
Oh
Well-
man, as high as I'm up very far.
You are able to see the shape of a huge building on the horizon.
Anything I can make out, or just that it's there?
Right now, you can just make out that it's there, and you can see like you think you might see like a small hut off in the bog somewhere, and like some weird, funky, long trees, but that's about it.
Okay.
Can
I
we
relay
get
that to the
We
group.
could chicken and fox it.
Can we get across the bog before nightfall?
It's like 2 miles, so
What time is it?
it's about midday.
Oh, okay, so we can
Yeah.
get across.
We can
So,
try.
Alright.
Toward the
half
tribe.
on, half off. I'll propel back and forth.
How long will it take us to get across?
I'd rather like a
It'll
large
take you a
stick
little
to
bit,
help
but it
row
won't take you
paddle.
like all
Yeah,
day.
we'll attempt
An hour?
to help,
Take
yeah.
sticks, yeah.
At least. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Claudius is gonna take an hour to rest on the raft,
Okay,
so we can get a short rest.
so
in.
it'll take us an hour to get over.
At least.
It's like because whoever's swimming, I need to know your swimming speed.
No, we're not swimming.
You said half on, half off.
No, I mean half stay on one side. We'll ferry the other half over and
Okay.
come back for the other half. And ferry the other
Oh,
Oh.
I did not realize that's what you
That's
meant.
the chicken and the fox thing.
Oh, I did not hear.
I was with you.
I
I
did
knew
not
what you were saying.
realize.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was good.
I thought you meant like you were gonna take breaks.
But that means that there's 2
using a
hours
cantrip.
in between. The
Well, we
first
could set up a
ferry to the
camp on
second.
the other side.
Mhm.
Yeah, Claudius could
Because
fly
Sabine's
over.
gonna stay on the raft so she can cantrip it back and forth.
I'll go first. Make sure
2
everything's
people can go.
disguised
I
and
think
stuff.
3 of us can go on, right? Like if it's me, Delia, and
Remember.
Tenderson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to leave someone who can fight with Angerun.
Yeah, I think you two need to be in separate groups.
Yeah, you need to be on one and remember what's going on. And then you. So
Can you take a short rest if you fly over? And then take a short rest, like once we've landed?
It will take you like however long it takes them to cross. It's gonna take you a while to fly.
Right. So I'll take my short rest first with the first group waiting, and then I'll fly over with the second group.
Okay, so first.
Just
group,
because I burned my action surge and my
you
grit on that
and
alligator, so.
But as a thought, is it gonna fit Claudius, remember, Angrod, and myself on the second group?
Claudius is flying.
Gotcha. Okay, so Safine, Delia, and Temzin.
It fit all of us.
It did fit all of us.
Except
Poorly.
Claudius.
Yeah, poorly.
I know,
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Oh, I didn't say
Like
it was
it's
good,
like
but
it is. It's a 3 foot by 4 foot raft.
We don't have the chicken and the fox yet. I'm
No,
just
we
saying.
can. We'll just do that.
So it gives me a chance to get a short rest. Anyone who used spells too. I don't think anyone
Are
else
we helping
did.
to paddle, or
I
will
did,
that
but if
be
you
a
have
ship
rest,
that
I can
she's
fix
using?
Yeah.
Like a cantrip?
We'll
Take a short rest.
paddle.
Okay.
I think that should
Cantripping.
be
I'm using thaumaturgy to help, like, blow.
And we
us
have
into the
large
other side.
sticks to help us paddle through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is the group going first?
Oh, fuck. She asked because we're about to run into something.
Yeah.
It's the three
The
of
three
us.
of us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Is this still in
17.
It's not 18.
Nope.
You got a knot now?
Not natural 20.
Not natural 20.
9.
9. Okay. The two of you are able to see something kind of slogging through the bog as you're rowing.
Is it humanoid?
No.
Is it coming toward us or just in the water?
It's just like in the water. Sometimes it looks like it crawls out onto some sort of like landmass and then it like is back in and
I'm gonna not thaumaturgy anymore.
okay. And
And just
it's
let the sticks go.
it's
Are you
it's
making
still
sense of it?
just
But
Yeah,
is it
I would
like
tell you.
actively following the same path that we're following?
no, it's just kind of like
Wandering.
going around. And it's
Okay.
probably a good 65, 70 feet ahead.
Like
Like
in
I
a circuit?
Ahead of us, you said?
yeah, ahead of you. Not really in a circuit, just like it's wandering around.
Can we go
So
around?
let's roll. Can we roll stealth?
Yeah, I was gonna say stealth.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Natural fucking 20.
19.
23.
Damn.
That makes it.
We did
That's
send
22.
the sneaky people to go with you.
Well, I mean, I have to go back by myself.
Oh, but
Now that I think about this.
But on the way back, you can just beat it up because you'll have both the beefcakes.
Nope. This is your
Oh.
well.
It's the raft.
That's a raft.
I'm the raft,
I like
I'm
your
the
raft. Thank
I'm
you.
the raft, I'm the raft.
Well, you
That's
have to
in the
flip
bog
it over
area.
because it has the lines like the thingy. Oh, shit!
Wow. That's a lot of thing.
We
Can we
should have
see
gone
that?
together. We
Yep.
should have gone together.
You can, as you very carefully make your way around. You are able to see this mass of vegetation slogging through the bog, and you can see like what looks like possibly some kind of eel or fish that like wriggles in it as it goes through, and the eel slowly disappears. And as you get within about 50 feet, it seems to see you and come towards you, but as you continue to row and you get farther away from it, it slows and then meanders back a different direction.
Can I do an animal handling to check its intentions as it was coming closer?
Sure.
Yeah.
I also try that. Not that I have a great score, but
13. That wasn't as good.
It looked like it had mushrooms growing on it. It didn't even look like alive. It just looked like a mass of vegetation.
okay.
Okay. And you guys get to the opposite side of the bog. Remember and Angrod, roll perception, please.
I'm with them as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you too. 11.
Oh no, because remembers a lot more than
24.
You
I'm afraid to have her go.
You're
by
kind
herself.
of like hanging out and watching the water, and you see what looks like a dead fish that was kind of just like, oh, cool, this is a really gross swamp place, and there's dead things in the water. And you see this dead fish kind of bobbing, and then suddenly the water just like is frothing and thrashing, and you see all these fins and tails, and when the water settles, it is stripped clean.
Piranha.
Yeah, I relay that to them. I wouldn't swim if I were you.
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, good.
I'm now afraid to go back the other way myself. There's no chicken in the box there. But we're here now.
Stealthily.
Back I go!
Claudius, do you think you should go check on Sophine as she comes back?
It's fine.
I
it's
can.
fine.
Do you want me to?
I'm gonna need you to roll perception on your way back.
Yes, you need to go check on Sophine.
But you can roll with advantage because you knew where it was.
Okay, I start flying over and checking on Sophine.
20 not natural.
Yeah, you definitely see it still in that same sort of area.
So stealth it.
By the time that you get to it, you can also see a winged figure overhead.
Ah! Can I tell it's him though? Is it him? Is it your friend?
It's far enough up that you're not sure, but that's a very large bird, if that's a bird.
She's just gonna like thaumaturgy faster. Come on.
Go ahead, and are you trying to stealth past it, or just go on a
Yeah,
swing
no, I'm gonna
as you
stealth past it.
can? Go ahead.
Natural
That's
fucking
one.
25!
Like, Claudius, you, for a brief moment, you saw Sophine on this raft, like, surfing across this bog, and you saw this shambling mound. And as you're about to be like, oh god, Sophine just suddenly, like, vanishes in between some, like, big patches of grass, and you cannot see her anymore.
Okay, I head back, I guess.
Okay?
She's gonna come in like
And-
freaking thaumaturgy this way,
and-
braids blowing in the wind.
And
You're
Sophine...
Naruto, Talmud.
And Sophine and Claudius return to the shore at the same time.
That was pretty impressive, I gotta say.
Okay.
You should be a sailor or
Can you
something.
go around it instead? Like go a different route?
There's a huge swamp beast, by the way.
Yeah, it's massive. We do not want to run into it.
Or we could kill it.
Great, perfect.
Hop
Or
on!
maybe we do and get some XP.
You won't get any and I won't get any either.
I mean, I can run through the bog.
Alright, back
Okay.
the way we came.
I can shoot her with my crossbow.
Ingrad, and remember on the raft with Sophine.
Am I flying above then, I guess?
Yeah,
Sure.
you're fine.
Right, because you
Claudius
took a
can
nap.
come pick me up. I'm
Yeah, I already
old.
took a nap, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Go ahead and once again perception with advantage.
Me as well.
Yep.
Everybody perception.
Advantageous?
Yeah.
I see shit.
23.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
God, what is that like?
I don't see very much.
You're kind of freaked out about the fact that there is like
Yeah.
a bunch of funk that's alive somehow, and you lose sight of them. Like you're not quite sure where they went.
Nice.
You guys do see the shambling mound. Go ahead and roll
And then
stealth.
we'll be like, bro, quiet. 21.
With my brother here. Nice. 21.
Guys, don't fuck up my ratio.
Man, I don't know what you expected.
Not 1 and a 2.
Alright, so it is a 9.
Remember, you need new dice.
You know how many fucking dice I bought?
Oh,
I'll
God.
buy you
Not
lucky
gonna make a
dice.
difference.
Yeah, I was about to say, literally have Jared or Aaron
It's a
buy you
10.
dice,
It's
because
not gonna make a
Okay.
difference.
So,
accepted my fate.
but I mean, this does make sense. Remember, is 8 feet tall.
Good. Good.
So the water is splashing a little bit more as you go through, and it does turn and start moving toward you.
Do I catch wind of them because of the remember splashing now?
No.
Oh, okay, great.
So it does spot you.
Hey,
um,
Winston, pedal faster.
But once again, like, you're far enough from it that you can tell that as the distance between you and this thing widens, it's almost as though it can't even see you
Swamp
anymore.
monster.
And it just kind of goes back to shambling through the depths.
Maybe it's okay. Maybe he's not a bad guy.
And you have crossed the bog.
Dun, 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 dun. We each gain 1,500 swamp XP.
While they were doing that, can Delia and I and Tamsin have been like kind of trying to find a good place for them to kind of sit for a minute.
Okay.
I just want you to know you said Delia and I and Tamsin.
I
Yes.
will
As
go
if Daniel
ahead.
was out there.
I would like to give each of you a point of inspiration for doing that with the bog and the like improvised thaumaturgy sail and sure.
That's the second time I
Okay.
duped the DM with thaumaturgy.
All right, and so that is where we will end for tonight. Where you have made it to dry land, you have set up camp, and the dungeon is on the